What's going on, everybody? Merry Christmas from the smoking section. Today's a very special video because today is Christmas. So I hope that everybody is enjoying the time with their family, their friends. I hope you are smoking a lot of great sticks today. If you're just chilling out, relaxing. If you don't get the chance to smoke a cigar today, I hope that you either got to smoke a good one yesterday or you can make up for it tomorrow, the day after Christmas. But other than that, I hope that everybody's having a great day so far, no matter what time you watch this video, if you even get to see this video or not. But nevertheless, I hope that you're having a great time with your families. I hope that you eat a lot of food and just be able to just enjoy the time together. But that's not what we're here for. Today, we are going over a great cigar. It's kind of a cheapie, but it has a lot of great flavor to it. It comes at a really, really affordable price, and I'm really excited to bring it on. So without further ado, let me bring it out to you. Here it is, the Angry Elf Candela Wrap. Now, there are three different types of this cigar, which we will get to in just a little bit after we wind up cutting it and lighting it open. This is the one that I decided to pick today since I figured I was wearing a green sports jacket. I would go with the green Candela Wrap. So I figured I would dive on into this. Let's go ahead and give it a light. Let's give it a cut, not necessarily in that order, and let's start this holiday off right. So be right back. So that first initial light, I gotta tell you, I'm getting a lot of pepper within this thing. There's a lot of pepper, there's some creamy notes and a little bit of a hint of sweetness, but I really can't tell what that sweetness is just quite yet. But I mean, the first initial light and just that first puff was already starting to just give me that instance of this thing is angry and it's getting ready to explode. So I'm going to keep smoking this thing. I'm going to get back to you guys in just about the first third when I get past that. And we'll go over some of the other Angry Elves that they have online that you could probably purchase. So let me get to that point. I'll see you guys in just a second. So I gotta tell you, within this first third that I've already just taken down, I don't understand why this elf is so angry, but it's really hitting my taste buds with a vengeance. The taste is very, very unique when it comes to that pepper, some earthy tones that I'm getting in there, and there's just a little bit of sweetness towards the very back end of when I exhale a lot of that smoke out. It's almost like you wind up eating a pepper and then wind up drinking like some milk to try and help calm down the spiciness. It's a very, very unique flavor, and it's just absolutely beautiful with the way that ash just comes right on. It layers so nicely, and I mean, it's an absolutely really unique cigar. As I stated, there are three different types of these cigars. So you have the one that I'm smoking right now, which is just called Angry Elf, but it is the Candela wrapper. You also have the Angry Elf Maduro and the Angry Elf Suave. So all of these cigars come down to anywhere between like $1.50 to $2 per stick, and you can get them anywhere for like a bundle of 20, anywhere from about $28 to $38, depending on where you're located. But this cigar is doing a really nice job, and it's a really nice wake up now that I'm here in the morning. And even though I don't have my coffee out here with me, I can almost guarantee you that this thing would go so well with a nice cup of coffee and just that nice spiciness to kind of help wake you up in the morning. It's a beautiful stick, and for the price, I really don't think that anybody who would enjoy a nice Maduro or a nice strong cigar, it's really nothing to shake a stick at. This thing comes with a lot of power, a lot of flavor, and a lot of pepper, and it's just an absolute beautiful cigar so far. So I'm going to keep smoking this thing, and we're going to get down into the second third, and let's see what it does. Let's see if there's anything that goes wrong with the wrap. Let's see if anything happens with the flavors. I'm really curious to see how this thing holds up. So I'm going to go ahead and keep smoking this away, and I'll see you guys in the second third. I got to tell you, for this cigar, Angry Elf is such an appropriate name for it. The ash that I have on it right now is doing an absolute amazing job of just staying on there. It's really, really solid. The Nicaraguan and Dominican long fillers that they have in this cigar are just an absolute joy to just kick back, relax, and enjoy. I mean, as spicy as this cigar is, it's really, really nice. It's more of like a smooth kind of spicy, but even towards the last little bit of smoke that I push out, it really just hangs around. Like I said, it's almost like a hot pepper that it is kind of spicy while you're chewing, but when you stop chewing and you just let it sit, it really starts kicking up the flame. And I gotta tell you, it's pretty unique. I'm really enjoying this cigar right now, and I mean, I absolutely love how that ash is just staying right on there. I mean, it's not flipping around, it's not cracked anywhere. It's just honestly doing such a nice job, and it's even not flaking that much. The construction of the cigar is actually doing a really great job, and I really am enjoying this cigar right now. Like I said, if you want to know where I got these from, I wound up getting them from Holtz online. A member in the smoking section wound up posting a picture of him smoking an Angry Elf, and I had never seen them before. So I asked him where he got them, and as soon as he told me, I went right on there and I got a whole bundle of these. So I got 20 of these, and I also picked up the Maduro as well, because if anybody knows me, I am a big Maduro fan. So I had to give those a try as well. But for this one to look as innocent as it does, I mean, the elf is a little angry, so I mean, he looks a little menacing, but other than that, the cigar didn't really come off too crazy when it came to that, description that I had read about it. But I gotta tell you, this thing comes packed, ready to punch your taste buds. It has a lot of kick to it, and I think that's why I like it so much, because there's only a few cigars that I know that actually can come with this much heat. And for this being like a $1.50 to $2 cigar, it really has great construction. It's really doing a nice job with burning evenly, staying lit, consistently putting out great smoke, and the flavor profile is always on point. As I have just gotten past my second third, the flavor profile has only just gotten more intense. The pepper is just really right there in your face. The earthy tones aren't really sticking around too much, and that sweetness is just kind of just hinting towards the very end of everything, but not enough to even be able to say I really enjoy that sweetness, because it goes away, boom, just like that, as soon as I let my taste buds chill out for a little bit. So I mean, this cigar comes with a big punch, and I do believe that when they named this thing the Angry Elf, they had every intention of making sure you knew this elf was pissed. So I'm going to keep smoking this down. I'm going to get to my last third, and then we're going to get into final thoughts, and I'll see you guys in a second. So until then, hold on. So I got to tell you, right now, this thing hit me with a vengeance. The name Angry Elf doesn't even begin to describe the amount of anger that this cigar comes with. Honestly, this cigar is very pepper heavy towards the last third. It's an awesome cigar when it comes to the price, when it comes to the construction, when it comes to the look, and when it comes to the flavor profile all the way through. And that's a big if you're really big into very strong pepper cigars. A lot of the earthiness and the subtle sweetness has just completely been obliterated by that pepper. The cigar is just absolutely chock full of pepper, but it has a nice way of going about it. So even though it's called the Angry Elf, it still has a little bit of compassion for your taste buds. The cigar did start unraveling a little bit on me. You can probably see it right about in here. The leaf hasn't completely come off yet, but it did start unraveling, which I kind of expected it to. Not gonna lie, not saying that because of the price, but because of the price, I didn't expect it to be, completely wrapped all the way through. But I gotta tell you, I wound up holding a lot of that ash on all the way up to just before I was about to hit continue on the video, and it wound up coming back and ashing me right there in the pants, just for the sheer fact of it's an absolute winning cigar. The construction was just absolutely awesome, in my opinion. The ash really kind of held on for a good time. I didn't have to relight this at all. The draw was very smooth. It was very open. It had such a nice, relaxing way about it that I didn't feel like I was smoking something that was $1.50 to $2. It's an absolute awesome cigar, and I'm going to just do a couple more puffs on this, and I will be right back with my final thoughts, a few little finisher-uppers, and I will see you guys soon. So see you then. So for my final thoughts on the Angry Elf, I'm kind of looking at it right here as it's smoldering in my ashtray, and I got to tell you guys, it was actually a pretty surprising cigar. I'm actually really interested to kind of see how the Maduro turns out and how the Suave turns out as well. It was a very, very strong cigar. Like I said, they range anywhere from, like, from what I saw on the internet, it was like anywhere from like $1.49 to like $2.98, but I just rounded up $1.50 to $2. Or $1.49 to $1.98. Sorry. And I just wound up rounding everything up because I figured with shipping and taxes and all that stuff, I just wound up saying $1.50 to $2 a cigar. The cigar was actually a really, really well-constructed cigar. Like I said, for the Nicaraguan and Dominican long fillers that were in there, they both just really came together quite nicely. There was a lot of earthy tones in the beginning. That subtle sweetness kind of helped with a lot of that pepper burn that was left behind. And it was just really, really nice all the way up until about like the last back part of my final third. So, I mean, it was a really awesome cigar. I'm really glad that I got to pick these up. I know that I'm going to be giving some of these to some of my family members to try. Like I said, I got 2 bundles of 20. So it was a really good find, and I'm really excited. I hope they wind up bringing these back next year, or they keep them around for at least a little bit, because I think that they're a very, very unique cigar. And if you haven't already gotten the chance to try them, definitely check out Holtz.com, or if there's a Holtz close by to you. Sorry, I hit my table here. I talk with my hands a lot. If there's a Holtz nearby to you, definitely stop in and see if they have a couple bundles or even some stragglers that they cut out of a bundle, and see if you can pick a couple up and give them a try. I definitely think that they are a great cigar to at least, give an attempt to. Have them in your humidor. Like I said, if you cut the lawn in the summertime, you don't have to say it's an Angry Elf, but you can just definitely take the wrapper off and smoke it throughout, and it's an easy cigar to light. The draw was very easy. There wasn't any fighting going on with it. I actually did the V-cut on it, which I've been doing a lot lately, and the cigar wound up performing just absolutely great. Like I said, other than that, I'm going to give it probably like a 4 stars out of 5, just because of the sheer fact of the pepper. The pepper was kind of a downside for me. Towards the back end, I kind of thought maybe it would mellow out just a little bit, since you survived everything from the first all the way to the last third. But it didn't. It wound up getting more and more intense. So I took a few points off for that, just because I wanted to see more of the earthy tones and try and figure out what that sweetness was. But I was not able to try and figure that part out. But other than that, I'm going to give it a 4.0 out of 5 stars. And I think that it's a really good cigar that you guys ought to try and, pick up a couple. Other than that, I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to let that finish smoldering out, and I'm going to go do some presents with my family. So I hope that everybody has a Merry Christmas. I hope that you're enjoying the time with your loved ones, your family, your friends, whoever you spend the holidays with. And just remember that, everybody here at the smoking section cares about you. If you want to become a member at the smoking section, check us out on Facebook groups, the smoking section. I'll put a link in the description. And if you don't have Facebook, or you don't want to use Facebook, then you can definitely check us out at Instagram at the_smoking_section, the number 1, all one word. So with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. As always, stay blessed, stay smoking, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy and have a Merry Christmas. From the smoking section, I'm Sean. Take it easy, guys.